Also, Markus Lanz hat gestern Robert Habeck zu Gast. Und alles, was der Mann gesagt hat, ist völlige Bullshit. Völlige Bullshit. Dass jemand in Deutschland den Typ noch was abnimmt, ist der absolute Wahnsinn. Okay, guys. It's Wednesday. It's February 5th, 2025. It's 11:45 in the morning. This is the Insanity Report for today for Germany. And I tortured myself once again watching Markus Lanz, which had Robert Habeck on, and then two people that don't really matter. Again, a journalist. I don't know why Markus Lanz and the other öffentlich-rechtliche journalists or channels think that we care about the opinion of some fucking journalist or chefredakteur or whatever. It's always the standard group, right? It's somebody that Markus Lanz wants to attack. This time it was Robert Habeck. Then he's got the journalist there to back him up. And then some other asshole was on there too. Some bearded asshole that thinks he knows everything, but also talked utter bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Utter bullshit. It was crazy. But it's always like that, right? And I don't understand. Why does Markus Lanz, and we know the answer, right? Why does Markus Lanz have a regular citizen from the public join these panels to give their unfiltered opinion on what's going on? Because you see, a journalist or a chefredakteur, we don't really care about their opinion. They're there to present the news, to deliver news. We don't care what they think about the news. We want to know what the news is, regardless of what they think about it, right? That's what journalists are for. These are opinion people, like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't present the news. I get the news from other sources, and then I talk to you guys about it, give my opinion on it. I'm not claiming to be a fucking journalist, right? But these people call themselves journalists, and they're just basically government apparatchiks that go out there and try to back up whoever they are put in place to back up at the time, right? And let's have a short thing about Markus Lanz before we really get into it, right? Markus Lanz would be our German Tucker Carlson if he would just want to be, right? If he would break himself free of the chains that he is living under. He's basically a slave to this öffentlich-rechtlichen system. You know what I mean? Because he does sometimes ask critical questions. I think he's a total asshole, right? He's a total prick, right? But he does sometimes ask critical questions. You can tell that there are times that he wants to dig deeper on somebody, but he is restrained by the political ideology of the öffentlich-rechtliche Sender. So he's restrained. He would do much better if he went on his own, like Tucker Carlson did in America, for example. He would probably make more money. He would be more popular. The problem for him is then he will not be part of the little inside club anymore. And of course, the Green Party people and the leftists, they'll never come on his show again. So he'll be an outsider. And that's what's keeping Markus Lanz in line over there. So I don't really want to praise him at all because he doesn't deserve praise, because he's allowing himself, even though he has mega talent and could sustain himself easy if he went out on his own and just did YouTube or other video platforms, he would make a boatload of money, right? He just doesn't want to do it because he is addicted to the political class of elites that he now belongs to, and he doesn't want to lose his status position there. So he's never going to be able to fulfill his full potential because he doesn't want to. So therefore, he is spineless and deserves actually no credit, even when he does ask critical questions. Nevertheless, though, it's still fun to watch him go after the likes of Robert Habeck and those leftist idiots, right? It's still fun to watch him because it is fun watching them squirm. And that's what Robert Habeck basically did. He squirmed like a kid that got in trouble. And that's even just at Markus Lanz. I mean, okay, he asked him a couple good questions, but at no point did he put the kind of pressure on Robert Habeck that I would have if I was interviewing the guy, all right? Robert Habeck would never come on my show again if I ever got the chance to talk to him. I guarantee it. But that's okay. That's a badge of honor to me. I don't give a shit about Robert Habeck. He's irrelevant. The Green Party is irrelevant. And they did that to themselves. Now, of course, on this show, on Markus Lanz, they were talking about the whole last week's debacle about the Zustromungsbegrenzungsgesetz. God, it's hard to say that fucking word. And they were talking about what happened, and they were, of course, talking about the Wortbruch from Friedrich Merz, and Robert Habeck was sitting there talking about, like, these people are completely delusional, because he was sitting up there going, well, I mean, we probably could repair our relationship, but for this, Friedrich Merz has to own up to his mistake. What? Wait a minute. Own up to his mistake? Oh, so to be back in the good graces of the Green Party, which is at what, 12%? If the polls aren't lying, which they probably are, because those same polls told everybody in Germany that Kamala Harris would win by a landslide in America, and they got it completely wrong, right? So I don't know how much I trust these polls, but according to the polls, the Green Party is like on the bottom of the totem pole here. They are in no position to make any demands from Friedrich Merz or anyone else, because other than the FDP, okay, they can make some demands from the FDP, because the FDP is lower than them, right? But they're in no position to make demands of Friedrich Merz. Friedrich Merz has to own up to his mistake. Well, if he does, he's a big pussy. You know what I mean? Because the fact is, Friedrich Merz didn't make a mistake. What he tried to do was actual politics, right? That's what politics is. You present an idea, especially these parliamentary politics. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. One party or people in a party present an idea to all the other parties and say, okay, we want to do this, and we need your votes to do this. So please, whoever agrees with this suggestion, please vote for it so we can make a law out of it. That's how this democracy system is supposed to work, right? And that's what Friedrich Merz did. Friedrich Merz said, all right, I want to get this through for whatever his reasons. Let's leave his reasons, motivations behind, because I don't think Friedrich Merz's motivation is to make Germany great again, or make the country safer, or deport illegal immigrants, or any of that shit. That's not what he's trying to do. He's trying to get votes from the public, because he knows the public is sick and fucking tired of the immigration as a whole. You know what I mean? So he's got to do something. But that's not his motivation. Motivation aside, what he wanted to do was get a law in place that would do something, right? And he needed votes to do it. And all of the so-called democratic establishment parties, they didn't want to vote for it. So then you take the votes of the people that do want to vote for it and you put it through. That's the deal, right? And then his own party sabotages him because he voted along with the AfD. That is craziness. That is party politics. That is not politics for the people in any way, in any shape or form. That is party politics. That is politics to pull the wool over the eyes of the people. Basically, I'll translate from German to English what Robert Habeck and Friedrich Merz and all these people are saying to the German people. They're saying, hey, fuck you people. You racist, illegal immigrant hating motherfuckers. You are crazy for not wanting your daughters to get raped, gang raped by 700 times in a year or whatever. You are crazy for not wanting 2-year-olds to get stabbed by illegal immigrants. You guys are racist motherfuckers. That's what they're saying to you. They're saying it in Hochdeutsch, nice shit, nice, schöne Sprache, but they're pissing on you and telling you it's rain. And that's got to stop, right? That's what they're doing. And what Friedrich Merz did last week was to be commended in a sense, because like I said, he did try to make the democratic system work and run democratically, but he failed, right? Because his own party stabbed him in the fucking back. That's why. And now Robert Habeck is up here at Markus Lanz, lying through it. I mean, he's all they do, the Green Party and the SPD, the leftists, the crazy ideologues, all they want to do is make excuses for the mess they created. You know what I mean? Die Behörde, is this, what's it called? I don't even know what the German word for it is anymore, but they're basically saying, oh, well, look, the reason why this kind of stuff isn't happening that the German people wanted to happen is because, well, we just don't have the laws for it, and we just can't do this, and we can't do that. That's what they're doing all day long. I'm so sick and fucking tired of hearing it. And then you got this bald-headed, bearded dude that's there saying, well, look, we can, Dublin is dead, and okay, if Dublin is dead, right? Then why are we still fucking with it, right? Yes, the Dublin Agreement is not working. The Schengen Agreement is not working. As a matter of fact, all the laws that are already in place in order to stop this illegal immigration into all of these countries are already there. It's not a big secret. We know they're already. They don't need Neue Gesetze. They don't need any of that shit. They need nothing of that. They just need to enforce the fucking rules that are there. I mean, wouldn't it be great if we could just pick out which laws we wanted to follow and which we didn't, like the politicians can? The elites and the politicians, and basically the left, they can break any rule they want. But regular Germans and the AfD and right-wing parties, they have to follow every little fucking rule to the detail. If I get a speeding ticket, they give me 1 week to fucking, or maybe 2, I don't know, maybe, but it's not long to pay it. I've got to pay it right now. Right now, Ava Brown time. You know what I'm saying? Pay it right now. But if I need something from them, then I mean, come on, you can't hold us to something. We're überbelasted. Come on. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, you can't push us to do this in a certain time. We're the government. Oh, I see that. Okay, so they have gesetzliche Vorschriften. They just don't have to follow them. Oh, I see how that works. So that's okay then. Then I can just do whatever I want because I can choose which laws I agree with and which laws I don't. That's what they're basically saying. But no, they're not really saying that. They're saying we can break all the laws we want. We can do whatever we want. This is unsere Demokratie, and you people have to shut the fuck up and pay. And that's it. That's all we want from you is votes and money, and that's it. That's it. That's what they're saying. All of the establishment parties, CDU included, that's their message to the German people. Their message is, shut up and pay me. That's what their message is. And Robert Habeck is talking about, well, we got this great, the GEAS. They're talking about the GEAS now, the new European law. Wait a minute. Again, we already have a fucking European law, right? It's called Schengen, right? It's called Dublin. And we already have those laws. But die funktionieren nicht. Wir müssen ein neues Gesetz machen. The GEAS. Now it's the GEAS. That won't work until 2026 and will never work under these circumstances. What we really need, Robert Habeck, is we need a 10-year stop on asylum, on immigration. Only immigrants that apply via the legal way and can deliver something to the country they are coming to. So whether they want a visa in Sweden or Germany or whatever, they have to be able to have something to offer. And for 10 years, we work on integrating the people that are here and deporting those that don't want to do it. That's the next 10-year plan, in my opinion. No more asile, no more illegal immigration, none. We're full, we're done, we've done enough. We've helped 1 million Ukrainians, you know what I'm saying? We've helped 1 million Syrians, and now we're helping people from all over the fucking world that aren't even fleeing from war. So, look, they fucked that up, and the only way to get it back on track is to put a stop to it right now. And all this talking bullshit, all this neat gate, and Robert Habeck with his sympathetic fuzzy face, and he's there. Oh, this is the guy that's taking regular citizens to court because they call him a Schwachkopf. He is a fucking Schwachkopf. He's a fucking idiot. He's a fucking moron. He's a moron. Let's just face it. Stop fucking Markus Lanzing it. Let's just face it. The guy is a moron. He should not be in any position of power at all. Because all he does is make excuses for the politics that he is a part of, for the disasters and the failures that he has been a part of, that he has been a driving force for. So this guy shouldn't be taken seriously by anyone, right? Anyone. Even the kids that get his books read to them should question what's in those books, right? I mean, the guy is a complete failure in politics. He might have been a good child book author. He might also be a nice guy, although we've seen a couple of instances of Robert Habeck showing his true self, you know, when he was in the press conference and barked at his bitch to, Anfänger. Oh, okay. And then he kicked some lady's purse at her or some shit like that. So he's probably a real prick, right? He's probably a real prick. He's probably not even really that nice of a guy. He's kind of the Gavin Newsom of Germany. Gavin Newsom, the American psycho fucking governor of New York. Oh, he looks real good, and he talks real nice, and he probably he gives the impression that he's a really nice guy when he's at home, but he's probably a tyrant asshole. He's probably a wife beater or something. And Robert Habeck's kind of like that, He's got Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in him. That's what I see when I look at Robert Habeck, But he is not a person that we should be taking seriously, especially when his party is at 13% and is responsible for the complete breakdown of German industry. Then I think that we shouldn't really have him on Markus Lanz and all that shit, because his opinion really is irrelevant, because we need adults in the room now to take care of shit, to bring shit back in order, and to not fall for all these excuses. You know what's weird? The excuses are the thing that pisses me off the most, because but the laws and the European laws, and we can't put them, we can't send them out, and we can't piss off our neighbors, and you know what I mean? Look, again, it's political will. It's just that simple. If you have the political will to do it, you can fucking do it. As a matter of fact, Scholz has the power as chancellor to shut the borders right now. Why didn't he do it? Oh, he doesn't know the law? Is that what you think it is? Oh, they know the fucking law. They know exactly what they can do and what they can't do. And they're telling us that the European Union would not allow for that. That's bullshit, right? That's bullshit. Look, Poland's doing it. Hungary does it. Of course you can do it. But Scholz doesn't have the balls. Scholz is a weak man. Weak men make hard times. That's where we're at right now. Because of all these weak-ass men who act like they are the ultra knowledgeable of everything. They have ruined everything, not only in Germany, but every country they've been ruling in. Look at Biden. Look how he fucked up America, and how Trump is making drastic steps to put it back together. Look at fucking Milei in Argentina. Yeah, because weak men ruined that country. Weak left-wing socialist men that are eat fucking soybeans and avocado toast and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that have ruined everything. And now it's time for real men to come back, and real women to come back. Women with balls, men with balls, to come and clean up all their shit. That means that I don't really want to hear shit from Robert Habeck anymore, because his opinion and what his plans are completely irrelevant to my existence. I'm sorry. We should discount him as basically the janitor of the Bundestag. That's what he should be, not fucking vice chancellor. You know what I'm saying? He can barely do the janitor's job. All right? So, not trying to diss on the janitor, man. I'm sure the janitor does a great job in Bundestag. Surely he does a better job than Robert Habeck would. But look, I'm just saying, this dude does not deserve $11,000 a month of my fucking tax money to pay for his utter fucking useless bullshit talk. He's got to go, really. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then people are sitting there like Karen Mioska. You know what I'm saying? Did you see the interview with her? She was like drooling over the guy. She was like undressing him with his eyes and shit. She was like, yo, oh my God, that guy is so amazing. Oh, I'm Karen Mioska, and I want to bang Robert Habeck. She made it so clear. It was like gross. You know what I'm saying? It was like gross. It was like seeing like high school kids that are just falling in love, fucking face licking each other in public. It's like, ugh, you know what I mean? That was, she should be ashamed of herself. Jesus Christ. To be fawning over such a fucking loser is amazing. But that's who these people are. They all jerk each other off. They all pat each other on the back. They're all like, yeah, you're the best, Robert. Yeah, man, you're the best. You're a fucking consular material guy. Yeah, but they're the only people saying that. The people out here in Germany do not give a shit what Robert Habeck says. Like 10 people in Berlin give a fuck. That's about it. The Lastenfahrrad people. Go ahead and fucking, Lastenfahrrad your ass off. That's great. I'll just keep driving my Lasten truck. You know what I mean? And pushing out diesel to my heart's content. Screw you. You know what I mean? These all-knowing, finger-wagging, virtue-signaling fuckers. I'm so tired of them. It's amazing. So tired of them. They gotta go. And I tell you what, if you guys didn't watch Markus Lanz, You don't have to, because I basically told you what happened. It was a theater show of Robert Habeck making excuses for all the shit that he's done, and basically blaming everybody else. And again, the same old tired shit. Well, we can't send people back to there. Then this bearded guy started talking about fucking, wir können, Russland nimmt keiner zurück. Yeah, no shit. I'm saying, no shit. If I was Russland, I would tell Germany to fuck off. You know what I mean? But let's be real here, people. How many Russians are we trying to deport here? We all know we're not talking about Russians, all right? We're not talking about Romanians. We're not talking about Polish guys. We're talking about one specific group of people. Yeah, I know people are going to say, oh, that's racial profiling. Well, I don't give a fuck. It's the truth. We're talking about a specific group of people who are here, who shouldn't be here, and who clash with the values of Germany immensely. That's the group we're talking about. So shut up about, aber Russland nimmt keine zurück. Who cares? You know what I mean? One thing I will give this guy credit for, all this talk about Abschiebe zu ein europäisches Land, that's crazy. The guy's right. The guy, wenn du jemand zurückschiebt nach Bulgarien, then they'll be on the next fucking Flixbus back. They'll be back before you're back in your office. You know what I mean? So that's dumb. That makes no sense. It's also a waste of time to keep talking about it. That shouldn't be the point. The point is, stop them all at our borders and keep them in the countries they are coming from, so that they get pushed out to the edges of Europe, and that there, die werden dann abgeschoben oder ein Asylantrag gestellt wurde in das Land an Außengrenzen von Europa. That's the deal. That's the Schengen deal. You know, it's, if people would just stick to that fucking deal and those laws and regulations, things would probably be okay. But they've gotten so far out of control now, right? They've gotten so far out of hand now that the only real way to solve this problem is to put a fucking stop to the whole thing, take 10 years to figure the mess out, unclusterfuck the clusterfuck that's here, right? And then we can see what happens after that. You can't just keep letting the water run while you're trying to mop up the water from a water leak. That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They didn't turn off the pipes, right? It's flooding in the house, and they're trying to, you know, they're grabbing buckets and like shipping it out of the fucking window, but the water's still on. God damn it. It's not fucking rocket science. Jesus. All right, people. That's it for today. It's already gone long. I'm seeing about 23 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Sorry about that. Guys, if you want to get all my stuff directly in your inbox, all you got to do is subscribe to the Substack. You can do that at itsallaboutlogic.substack.com. It's on the screen right in front of you. Go ahead and subscribe there. If you're watching this somewhere else, you can follow me there, but then you will not get all my content, because I also write articles on Substack, and also certain videos get pulled down from certain platforms. Like TikTok is very bad. This is like my 18th TikTok account. I keep having to start over because they ban all my videos, and then eventually they ban the account. I'm already on thin ice again on TikTok, but that will not stop me from publishing the videos I want to publish. So if I get kicked off, I will make a new account, but it is a pain in the ass. So if you want to get all my stuff, the best place is Substack. Go there, subscribe there. Anyway, share and like this video if you think it's important or you think it's funny. Whichever one is great, go ahead and do that. And we will see you on the Insanity Report for tomorrow, where we're going to talk about that Kontrafunk got their bank account taken by the Volksbank, which is complete madness. Complete madness. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. Otherwise, we'll be on here for another hour today. I don't want to do that to you guys. Peace out.